Hello. Oh my goodness. Oh, live people waiting. Sorry it took a while to get things set up. There was some uh really footy stuff in prepping today's stream, which is gonna be an experience. Who we got? Jovens, Momo, hello, how's it going? Ringy sang Oh boy, Timeless, hi, how you doing? But yeah, welcoming everybody to what's gonna be a horrible, well, maybe horrible isn't the right word, but it's gonna be an interesting stream to say the least. So yeah, I'm gonna put the disclaimer here now, even though I've got it in the title. So hi, I am a individual with zero artistic skill, as you're about to learn and see today. But we had uh, a funny little thing with sub goals. I was going around asking people about sub goal ideas, and one interesting one that came up as a suggestion was like, oh, some people were talking about lore stuff, and then some people were like, oh, maybe like drawing art stream, and it's like, if I were to do like an art stream and tie that into lore, and it brought to my mind those they were very popular like years and years ago. Those was it Draw My Life videos where people would do little doodles and draw their like big YouTuber career stories, and I was like, you know what, that would be kind of a fun thing to do, but with me and my lore. So that is the that's the kind of like inspiration from, well, inspiration for today. I say from wrong tense for, yeah. Oh yeah. And to try and get that artistic flair. I'm so funny. Like a little paintbrush in my hand. I'm gonna be so cool, so arty. This is gonna be okay. So here's your first warning sign of the quality you're in for today. If we move on over to stream, uh, yeah, this is a this is a gosh dang MS Paint. That should be your first red flag. Unleashed lore. Yeah, I mean, so one thing I do like to point out to people is it's not a very well put together video, but I do actually have a lore video because before being a vampire, I was just a dude, and I thought, well, it might be nice to have some lore to explain why I was like just a dude going into to being a vampire. I thought that would make the transition smoother there, I guess. So it is, but don't worry, we don't need to go and revisit that video because we'll be starting the lore and the drawings from the very beginning. So we're all gonna, yeah, everyone's gonna be on the same boat. You don't need to watch that video, and then go into this. We'll be going back to square one, remembering the roots and but everything we got here. Well, hold on. Now, see, this is the bit I'm worried about working because I've tried to get something new for background music, so that we don't have like YouTube ads constantly playing up. I don't know whether my plan will work well or not, and also you may have to yell at me about audio balance, and I hope this goes well. Give me a second, and we'll get it. I'll turn that down just a smidge. Yeah, if I need to like turn music up or down, by the way, just like let me know. Please yell at me. Right, there should be. Now, hopefully this shuffle command only shuffles within the folder I've got everything set to. Being surprisingly, I've not got anything Beaner related in this folder. And this song specifically is actually from 100% Orange Juice. This is oh, what was the character's name? It was so weird. Was it Suguri 46 billion years, this theme? But yeah, no, like, I got such a great theme. Like, why does this silly board game have, like, peak music? Oh, so yeah, hold on, I want to see if I've got reference images, because it's going to make my drawings make a lot more sense. So, for our lore, right, we've got to go, we're going to go back, right, back to... You know, me and my goddamn human days. Do we have a reference image for this? Yeah. Oh god, it's giant. We gotta like shrink it. Oh, so yeah, I was you know, even when I wasn't a vampire and just a human, I was an incredibly edgy folk. But you know, I think I would, you know, I thought I was rock and drip in some way, shape or form, you know. So, I guess we start trying to, like, draw this. Oh, so, oh god, how the hell am I gonna draw capes? This is gonna be a clusterfuck. So yeah, here we go. Oh, that's a bit of a whitehead. Very scruffy hair though. I forgot it was like. I mean, it still is. You know, I can't pretend that I ain't got a bit of this scruff nowadays, but you know, and actually, you know, we're gonna cheat a little bit. If I could just... yoink a bit of colour with the colour picker. Would be superb. God, I forgot how hard this music went. Like, damn, I play this music and it's like, could you believe that this is from like a silly, like, board game about like little funny chibi characters? Like, bro, it's just a silly game of chibi characters in a party game. The music didn't need to go that deep. Actually, I guess talking about like overly deep music, it's like, has anyone ever heard oh, what's the composer's name? Hold on, I wanna look this up. Who is the composer's name? Oh yeah. So the work of like, you know, Tim Follin, who did the music for games like Plock and Pictionary for SNES. Oh, there is no shuffle. My music just died. Fuck. Damn. You know, fuck, we'll put it on look for like a few runs. But yeah, like, because just when I think about music that goes in like really hard, I think of like Tim Follin, and especially his like Pictionary music. In fact, actually, you know what, now that I'm talking about it, no, words isn't going to do this justice. I need y'all Right, chat, I'm sorry. Against your will, you are all going to learn the greatness of Tim Folland today, right? Because I wanna... I hate this because... Okay, I do need to take a trip to YouTube. So, I'm gonna actually bring up a theme that we're gonna, like, play. Pictionary banger? Yeah, oh yeah. I'm gonna bring up the title screen theme for Pictionary on the NES, right? Right, and I want you to keep in mind when I play this next upcoming song here. NES game, it's just Pictionary, and it's the main menu screen, right? The screen you're barely gonna spend any time on, right? I need to download this and get this on my, like, playlist track. Like, when it comes to Tim Folland, he does not fuck around. You are going to play some motherfucking Pictionary. And you will get your asshole clenched and prepared for it. I really didn't move the hair in the right way to think about, like, the eye placement, but... Oh no, I hate that, because the eyes just looks too fucking tiny. Yeah, it's like we've got to do the... like... something illusion scope thing. It's like, oh guys, it's gonna go behind the hair, like down here. Yeah, you know what? Okay, I live in a more content with that. I mean, it is a kind of round gap, so yeah. And then of course we got like the cool menacing glowing eye. Obviously we got to like add that in, you know. Hold on. Voila! Look at that! Look, flawless start already. See, the art's coming out great, you know. I was a doubter, chat. I wasn't a believer. Is this your noggin? Yeah. Yeah, this is me your noggin. Oh, yo, Surya! Hey, how's it going? Before I go to bed, I wanted to stop by and say this is so peak. Good night, have a nice... Oh yeah, because you've been like raiding away in the P12S, so like, yeah, you get your rest, so yeah, but also thanks for dropping in. I mean, you know what I mean? Terrible, like, yeah, this looks like, you know, mortal me if I like, you know, hit the blonde, but, you know, so far, so good, I'd say, honestly. Right, so... Also, yeah, sorry, I'm just putting Pictionary on loop. If I play something for like overly too long, just feel free to tell me to like silence the BS and like get something better on. But like, bruh, it's Pictionary, we gotta let it loop for a little bit. On our way to peak. God, speaking of that, reminds me we've got to play more Peak at some point, Jones, because that is hella fun. I actually had a really good time with that. Because, like, I know I haven't streamed it at all, right? So that's probably missing out on the funny shenanigans, but I can tell you, my first impressions of the game were actually really good. I had, like, a blast with it, you know, lots of plenty of silly shenanigans making our way up. And, yeah, you know, we even had a little, session where we actually beat the game. On easiest difficulty, but, you know, we will start somewhere. But, that still lives rent-free in my head, just... you know, me doing the low-key guilt trip, and I'm like, oh yes, Swagger letting me die. Dude, no, Jones, I'll never be able to sell just how funny it was. Not a victory unless I can get it with Throw Tank. Yeah. Oh, but it was so funny, right? Because... Oh, wait. Oh, wait, hold on, let me mute my mic here because I can feel a bad coughing fit. Oh, right, sorry about that, I had to take that little step away. Yeah, so, yeah, because what was it, you know, we're at that last stage, the volcano. And we were climbing up, and, you know, I was getting low in stamina. And I was like, oh, I think I gotta back down, be cautious. And, our friend Swagger, right, he was up on that cliff, he reached out, and he was like, it's okay, I got you. And, you know, Swagger, great guy, and has helped me so many times throughout the playthrough, right? He always got me. So I'm like, yeah, I trust Swagger. So I leapt and I reached out for him, but it was so tragic because he just missed me. And then I just plummeted right down into the lava. It was really funny though. Like, I make it sound awful and terrible, and you know, you know, like it was great. You know, falling to my death, and I can hear like the dramatic scream from Swagger, and I'm like, honestly, I can't tell who's more hurt, me or him, because like, got the Swagger scream when he realised he didn't catch me. It's like, bro, I felt that. He was he was so ready, and it just didn't work out. Rip to everyone, yeah. At least everyone else made it up alive, but like... I jumped after you. I'd honestly believe it, but like... it all happens so fast, and next thing I know, I'm in the lava doing the you know, the Terminator, like, thumbs up. Oh, right, yeah, I forgot this is what we're working with. I mean, it's fine, it's, you know, every artist got their own style, don't they, you know, so... This is how... you know, we're seeing the characters in brand new styles, you know. So yeah, I guess since we're talking about art, like, you know, to give the credit and reference, this piece here, the good one, this was actually done by an old friend of mine, you know, Carmilla Frost. And God, she really did well, because this was before I had like a proper like design for my character. Like, before that the only reference I had was from like an old group from like 2019, where we used and yeah, this is how cursed this is. uh, we used fucking Gatch life sprites. Cursed times, right? And at the time I didn't know what that thing's community was like, so I didn't even know about the kind of like cursed connections, and I'm like, God, I'm glad I strayed away from something like that. Because that is a cringe ass Wild West of its own. In fact, actually, I don't even know, did I ever keep a copy of like my like old like OG? Oh yeah, I actually do have like, yeah. Well, okay, we'll bring up course like, yeah, we got like the old OG, like the original like Unleashed design, which Cormy used as the reference point for her art, which was just superior in every way, shape, and form. Is there gonna? Oh my god, Mimi, hi. Oh god, now it's a good pro for us. I mean, yeah, considering what I was working with at the time, yeah, it was a pretty good design, and that it was people's like kind of warning that was a bit of an edgy fuck. Oh, maybe the transition to go, being vampire wasn't all that surprising. Which is funny, because one thing I did find interesting was, so originally, like, this here in the body, it was supposed to be like torn clothing, but like, it's like, oh, this grey part was supposed to be like an underlayer of clothing, but like, Cormy kind of took that as like, oh, it's torn and it's exposed skin, and it was kind of the interesting thing of like, incorrect, but actually honestly cooler for the design, and I'm like, you know what, I like that better than what the design's supposed to be. Yeah, let's go with this. Get a bit of the cool ab exposed action going on. But yeah, we aren't taking on our references from Disposal, so we're just gonna erase them. Is there gonna be a lore drop on how you got the fuel for your Nikdo to become Mr. Nikdo? See, the fuel is reference to the fact that I low-key be liking racing games like Crash Team Racing and Sonic Crossworlds, and I got the fuel to beat people's asses and do well on funny ranked. Well, I say that, but it's like, besides from the Grand Prix they hosted as a temporary thing, Crash Team Racing never really had ranked, and that depresses me. Because if it did, I would, dude, trust, I would have been up in the ranks, chat. I would have been such a high ranked CTR player. And it's like, that sounds like the total ego red trust, which I have so good at the game. But like, I'm just saying, so, it had a thing where during a Grand Prix, the people who were in the top 10% of points earned from races and doing events and challenges and stuff, those people got the champion cart, which was a unique cart awarded only to those winners, with a decal from the Grand Prix. And I got the champion cart during the Prehistoric Cup, which was the second Grand Prix, and then I went on to get the decal reward for the Spiral Grand Prix and the Gizmoxy Grand Prix, so 3 times I was in the top 10%, I'm just saying. But I never got top 10% in the Halloween Grand Prix, which you know, for an undead guy like me, that's horrible. It's like, did my victories even count for anything if I wasn't the victor of the Grand Prix of Halloween? Racing game enjoyer versus the shooting game fan. I mean, yeah, I'm just a fan of a lot of genres. Also, hi, Nate. Welcome to my cursed horrible art stream, where I pretend I can do art when I can't really. Also, dear God, I just realised how long I've been listening to like Tim Follen pop off of Pictionary. Give me another lip or two, chat, and then I'll change it. I want to listen to more Pictionary. They recently added multi-round races to online and cross-world private lobbies. So Grand Prix with the homies is possible. Oh, I need to get the people I know who have cross-worlds and like get them all together. Look, you know what? It's actually looking better than I thought I was gonna do drone-wise. So that's something. Oh, this is just because I want to bully my friends with my funny, like, power build shenanigans, because, like, no one deserves to be safe. Brother, I fear I have consumed too much cheese. Nah, that's just me when I play, like, Library of Runa and use all my funny cheese tactics. Right, okay, I think we've had... I think that's enough Pictionary for now. You know, fuck it. Random music go. Oh, you know what? Funny enough, speaking of cheese tactics, there you go, Wayne music. Just realised I didn't send you the peanut I drew for an art. Oh my god, you if you're drawing peanut art, you gotta send that shit to me, haven't you? Like, I mean, didn't you see the other day, like, I'm a bit of a Bina fan. I kind of like the character. Where did you find all the cheese? Sent in DMs. Hold on. I'm sorry. I gotta stop. The stream just so I can look. Oh, I just saw what you sent me, Jovens. Oh my god, if dude. Oh my god! I'm You know, it's really good art, but because you're a homie and I respect your sanity, it's like, oh my god, I gotta like, just keep the opinions wholesome. Oh my god, that's so fucking good. Yeah, that's a that is peak being art. Oh, that's so cool. So what you see archived on it is yo, we getting like a Bina deck in archived? Because I'm not saying that would bring me back to the game to give it a second chance, but I may would I play Roblox games for Bina? Yeah, I would. Let's see. Glad that it's not community voted, because so far with reactions I'm not doing too insane. They're adding Bean on 4 in the library in the next update, and they're also adding, like, oh my god. Bro, people are just gonna die. Like, imagine you just want to be a new player walking through the streets of the city and then you get your ass jumped by 6 unbreakable coins. I ain't even gonna say, like, bruh, fighting Bina, good fucking luck. Archived fans be like, oh my god, I have a whole life ahead of me. No, you don't, the fairy procs are coming. Right, how? Okay, this is what I'm fearing. How did you know? I just realized I'm kind of going for like a full body drone here, and I wanted to do like silly little doodles instead. But I feel I've drawn the head. Well, wait. No, I suppose it's not too late to go like little doodle mode. Like, hold on. Like, wait, hold on. Like, let me remember what my original vision was. Right. So, circle, but like significantly smaller, and then do we draw neck? Because I feel like some little like doodle guys we don't really see the neck, so do that, and then we do our little cheat of yoinking color again. And then like halfway points of it like here. Oh, wait, wrong color. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, because I think this is good, especially with how my quote-unquote style be looking. I think this is just going to be a better fit. Like, this is gonna look good. Trust me, chat. It's this is the superior vision. And then you know, we don't need eyes like too big or anything. We can go with smaller eyes because it, you know, smaller eyes for that you know, just a little guy kind of vision. I mean, it's got a bit, you know, rough. There's a few specks here and there, but like, you know, that's the I don't know. I guess that's just what you get when you're working with like MS Paint, huh? Right. So I thought he was a chibi sitting on a rock. Oh no, that previous one was supposed to be like my head and neck with like the top of the cake. If I get first place, I'll be happy forever. I'll win an exclusive weapon that only you'll get. That's actually a pretty cool reward. Gonna be tight, don't know if I win. Well, you know what? Even if you don't win, you did really fucking good. And you know what? Your effort is definitely noticed by me at least. Right, how do we do like? Hold on. Hold on. Do I have like any like saved like silly little gremlin like doodles? Because that would be like infinitely like helpful to have on hand for a reference. Because I'm trying to like think in my head, because I know like I know, I swear, like I know I've seen like a few people do, so like Nev and I think Zelfa used to do that as well, with like some little gremlin dudes that surely I've got like one saved somewhere. Oh, welcome back, Timeless. Don't worry, you haven't missed much because I've been so slow with the progress. Trying to think. Little doodle dude. How we do a little doodle dude? Maybe like. God, you know, there's one. Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to look for a certain reference image because there's a certain like when it hits the kind of like doodle vibe that I'm looking for. If I can find it, that is. Huh. Yeah, no, I might just have to say, like, fuck it, we roll. Right, so. Like, hold on, what are we kind of looking at here? So. Like, okay, here's what we'll do. We'll do it like bit by bit, right? So. We start off with the kind of top of the like cloak, so do that. And then I think what we'll do is just like a really like basic simple shape, just it's not crazy, it's just something like really simple like that. God, look. Looks like I made them a little pudgy. Wait, hold on. Let's see if we can. Simple, but maybe like maybe more. Maybe. I feel like that? I don't know. Oh god, now here's the weird part. Now I gotta do like shapes and shit, cause the body. It's that, and then there's like a like triangle exposed bit there. I mean, this works? Question mark? Maybe. And then here's the part I know I'm just gonna like first design. Yeah, we're still on this like you know, Mortal Unleashed design. Well, I mean, actually, technically, because we did have like an earlier design even before the edgy one, but I don't think I have a copy of it anymore. Where it was a bit more similar design, but more casually closed before I went like the edgelord route. Obviously, yeah, there was supposed to be like lore attached to this, but you know, I mean, it's primarily an art stream, right? Because it's not as if I have a lot to yap about my lore, because my lore, even the little extended bits, is just like really basic. But that's alright, that's why we have the art here to take up most of the time in the stream, because... Oh, no, okay, now, how does one draw motherfucking gauntlets? Because here's the thing, I'm gonna keep it real with you, chat. I love these gauntlets, right, they're cool as fuck. But, bro, I ain't drawing that. Ain't no way this is gonna come out looking good, but, fuck it, we will. Yeah, that's, that's as good as it's gonna get. Gotta, you know, try and, yeah. Drawing time, don't worry, it's hard. Yeah, oh, welcome in, Vice. Nah, I know you'd be able to, like, sympathise with, like, no, an artist, like, getting into the art. It's like, I try. Oh, boy, but yeah, welcome. How is it going? Oh, wait, that's the wrong colour. Oh, right. Okay, and the trousers are, like, basic, right? Because it's just, like, I can literally just be simple, basic. I mean, it's the old art design that I need to treat it with, like, respect. Okay, and there's, like, a little, you know, the little mark on the knee, Actually, you know, we're gonna slightly cheat. We're gonna use a toes to hell. I mean, hey, at least it's a toe that still requires, like, art skill and talent behind it. Still putting in more effort to my art than an AI artist. But yeah, you know, he a little scrungly, but it's like, you know what, okay, that's you know, kind of a half decent, like, drawing me back in the mortal days. You know, yeah, we'll put this on for a bit. Cause, so yeah, you know, this was you know, how it started me as a silly little mortal man. And yeah, you know, cause this is how it was back in the day. Oh wait, shit, we never actually drew the rest of the cape code on. Fuck. Cause I got you know, get that, you know, just extra design detail. Considering, like, all my designs have had, like, a cape or cloak, the fact I can't draw them worth shit is gonna be, like, great foreshadowing of what's to come. You know what, it's not too shabby, right? It kind of works, like, just imagine it's like the wind blowing it behind my back, and what a strapping physique, upper body day, yeah. You know what it is, actually? You know what I'm reminded of looking at it? It's got that kind of... Wait. Hold on. Let me see if I can get a good... Is there a good reference image? Hold on. This might work. It's kinda, you know, the, oh my god, that's so tiny, that image. But yeah, we got the kinda, like, Waldstein, like, like body shape going on, just a big upper body, like smaller lower body. Oh, DVC fan art vibes. Oh no, okay, Vice, you say that and you've given me like a terrible idea for like one of the like future drones. um, but yeah, this was me back in the day, humble adventurer, just going, helping the people, doing quests, taking bounties, for an honest day's work, a little penny, we'll let's draw in a little penny. Uh, like yeah. And then it was great because then like I would do the quest and people would fetch me a penny, and then I'd be like, yo, Yippee, I got the penny, right? And it's great, and then we put the penny in my pocket, which I totally, my non-existent pocket, because like my fucking legs were going and I just have two stubby giant feet, but don't worry about it. The anchor, SpongeBob anchor. Oh, what year did you conceive of this model? I mean, if you're going back to the, when it originally came out, like, its original conception like this, this was like 2019, 2020, when this design originally came out. And I believe, fuck, dude, I don't know when it went. I want to say 20. I want to say I think it was 2023 when I got like Carmilla to do the redesign of the like OG model. Honestly, if I hold on, now you've got me pondering. When did I first start using this like newer design? Right, I was just a dude there, hold on, actually, I'm trying to like look through all my like really old streams and find out when did I start because this design was actually used as a PNG sprite, though it was just like slight talking mouth on with a loopable GIF. It's already crazy to think about. It's actually been several years that I've been streaming and do. Yeah, Guild. I forgot the debut stream of this model was playing goddamn Accent Core. Okay, no. Okay, it was technically 2024. Because yes, January 9th, 2024 was when I debuted with my Mortal model. Which, god, that's like almost gonna be 2 years on the dot. Like, that's really creepy to think about. That much time has flown by. But yeah, the idea behind, I guess we're like swapping from lore talk to IRL talk. But yeah, I just wanted like something like cool and edgy because I've always been a sucker for like edgy design aesthetics. And I guess I just wanted something to look cool because in 2019 when I like first came up with the design, I was part of a YouTube group called Midnight Attendees, and yes, I know how the name sounds, but I had literally zero say in the group's name, because the person who ran that group thought it was like a great idea for a name. And oh yeah, there were definitely some jokes about that made at first, which yeah, definitely would have branded it with a better name. Uh, yeah, that's surely that's what I was saying, but like, no, no, no. I was clearly the only one with a dirty mind. Uh, and no one else was ever. Yeah, no, I got taken so out of context. Uh, because our leader was a dumbass. But yeah, it was. God, it was something, you know. I wanted to stick out, but I don't know. We had like a nice mix of designs. I don't even know if I have any like other members' designs. Maybe some, because some of my friends never really, you know, did much content stuff themselves. So like people like Ash. Well, no, Ash got a new sprite, but like Phoenix, for example, I know he never really did anything new, so we kept his sprite. Oh, actually, no, we do have a few of the other people's old sprites. This is just like random nostalgia. This has nothing to do with my lore. But you know, these are. I guess it's just like the editing streams. We're just gonna go on random ass tangents. But yeah, you know, like, I don't know, just to like grab, like, you know, because everyone brought their own kind of design to the table. You know, we had Phoenix, you know, with his, you know, he was a yokai. Uh, our friend Remix also had a bit of like edge to his design, but he was like very different. Uh, you know, it's so funny. Maybe this is just Project Moon Brainrot that I see like the edgy, the like big red hair with the bushy ponytail, and I'm like, God, why does it kind of give low-key Gabura vibes? uh, I don't know, did I keep anyone else's like sprites? Oh yeah, I did. Oh yeah, because we had Ash, who, you know, also Foxboy. Uh, where was the other one? Did we not have Phantoms? Uh, oh yeah, we did. So yeah, like, you know, Wacky Cast the Bozos, which, uh, sadly it's one of those ones where the group kind of just like drifted apart, but with no real like malice behind it, where it just like, oh, time zones happened and everyone went to do their own lives. I do on the odd occasion keep up to date and have a small chat with like Ash. And fun enough, a few weeks ago, I managed to have like a tiny chat with Remix. So you know, they're still doing well. Phoenix, I don't know. Phoenix, I don't know where he disappeared to, but he's like really busy. And Phantom, last I heard, is like doing really well for himself. Like he, I think from what I heard, he got like a small office job. But then he like worked hard and like worked his way up the ranks, and he's like doing like super well for himself, which is like cool. Anyway, nostalgia over. Let's get back to talking about the lore. You know, funny adventure in Bozo. Like, look at him go. So yeah, you know, obviously, I was strong motor. Like, look how fucking jacked and built up my fucking upper body was. Like, you know, very strong boy. You know, that's bad boy had a bit of a mean punch to him. Uh, I would say I still do. Like, yeah, I'm still strong, but you know, especially with this model, like nowadays, like, bro, you think like, I don't know, like, look at my stubby little arms. Like, I think I would need a lot more blood before I can get big enough again to claim I have menace and punch. Like, you think I'm gonna knock someone out with a punch with these stubby little chibi arms? Like, bro, this is a nice little form. It's cute, but like, it ain't. You know, I ain't rocking nobody in a fight with this little form, right? This is my I'm just a little guy form. You know, I'm just a little guy, right? The tiny funny little guy. Oh my god, maybe that's too little. Um. Oh yeah. But yeah, and one day, I was passing by a random town. I don't know. Can I just get some? Did we need to drop everything for the Lord? I don't know. Like, uh, like, look here. We'll set the scene with some buildings to really get you into the mood to chat. Town clearly had some very strange construction choices. Like, I don't know, they were like poor or some shit, but like, they had download because they had a little quest. Because you see, the people of the town. Hold on, let's draw some. Sorry, because I said it was like a Draw My Life parody. I need to like be like, let's go with the vibe. Because people. Oh my god. Oh, okay, so this guy, like, where it was like hitting the municipal, like, he was just completely out of it. But, I didn't want to be rude or say anything about it. Oh my god, right. Yeah, but yeah, people were very, very, very sad. Uh, you know, and they had to request the help from like because they had a major issue, right? Because no, please help, uh, uh, and it's like, okay, cool. What is it? It's like, oh, is it like a troll, or a dragon? I can wrestle a dragon. Trust me, like dragon. I punch it in the kneecap, and then I put it in a choke hold. But no, that was not what was terrorising this town. This town had problems with a vampire, and they needed somebody to go and hunt them down. So I'm like, okay, that's cool, whatever, right? Dumb nocturnal creature, right? We're just gonna head to the castle during the daytime. Easy one, right? GG's. Like, I imagine. Very brilliantly aged line, but let's just say, like, I was like, oh, I imagine your weakness being like the goddamn daylight, easiest fucking match I've ever heard of. So, I made my way through, and it's like, okay, go make my way through a forest. Fuck, now, now I feel legally obligated to draw trees. What can I say? I got to like put my art skill to get you like actual like primary school like drawing type shit. That's so fucking bad. Right. Yeah, look, the trees aren't really that important to the lore, so like, you can, forgive me if I'm, rushing this, just a smidge. Now where's Brown? Oh, shit, no. This sus tree. This is a tree chat. Get your dirty minds out of the. I was literally. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Don't look. I don't know. Even the trees might look a bit weird, but who am I? Like, who are we to judge? How trees be grown and how nature be, right? It might be like Lord of the Rings. There might be some tree people within the trees of this forest. Would you like, like, judge one for looking a little bit fucking phallic? Like, I mean, we got like innocent guys like we saw in Lord of the Rings, like Treebeard, like. Oh no, I mean, we're gonna have one that's like, oh hello, I'm tree I'm tree dick. I have a mighty stump. Uh, and then it's very awkward, and you gotta like run away. But yeah, anyway, so like, oh wait, hold on. Unless I know you're a card guy, I'll have to show you undercards if you've never played it before at some point. The name doesn't ring a bell, but yeah, you know what? I'm always interested to learn and see new stuff. Because being open-minded is a godsend sometimes. Like, funny one, right? Random ass example. But I feel like this is a great time because I wanted to like yap to Vice about this. How it's like, oh yeah, the power of like connections. By the way, so there was like the funny thing that we've had as a sort of joke. Well, semi-joke becoming more serious between friends in our like tabletop RPG group is like, oh yeah, what if I took a turn one day of like setting up someone and like DMing a tabletop RPG, and I was like, oh maybe, and it was like a maybe consideration thing for the far future. But you know, I was sitting pondering it, and I'm like, oh, you know what? Maybe I could try something with D&D, and it's like, oh, I want to try like a horror type world, but I don't know when I'm like planning and scheming. And funny enough, I was actually able to I mean, I've been watching a bit from you know, Hime after I got introduced to them through your like streams and collabs. And one thing I gotta say, right? Bless up to Hime, and great credit for teaching me about Faro. Wait, wait, hold on, am I pronouncing that right? Wait, uh. Femoria, right. Yeah, sorry. I was getting a little tongue twisted there. Yeah, dude, the second I saw... So it was actually really funny, because it was... My YouTube recommended came up like Hime's video talking about Femoria, and I watched it, and I'm like, oh, this sounds really cool and interesting, I gotta keep my eye on this. And then literally on the same day, she did her stream talking about it even more, and I'm like, cool. And I had to, you know, I had to like snag myself a copy of like the rule book and starter guide stuff, because I'm like, I am going to read through this, and I want to try and host this for my friends if I can get enough people interested. Because like, Femoria really is like right up my alley, and it's like, I think I could really enjoy this. And it's like, oh my god, that you know, I never would have had this great idea if it wasn't for like meeting Hime, who I met through Vice, and it's like, damn, that's so good. The joys of community, folks. You never know what wonderful things you might just find to be able to cook up. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked again. I'm the worst storyteller ever. You get to learn no lore, by the way, because I'm going to get distracted about talking about sentimental, fun stuff every 5 minutes. There's tons of really fun games I want to have people in on. Yeah, I think I actually saw you tweet about that, because I know obviously Triangle Agency has been one, which is, oh, that also looks fun in its own way. And you know, I might have spied, you know, VTM in that list, and I'm like, oh okay, yeah. Of course, Vampire VTuber is going to have a big bias when it comes to VTM. One could wonder why. I gotta ask you about Triangle Agency. I want people who would fit the bill for that. Absolutely. Yeah, so good. But yeah, anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, so, you know, the quest was simple. Like, go through a forest to reach the vampire's castle. Easy shit in the motherfucking world. Unfortunately, one thing you'll notice from, if you've seen me play any video game, and one thing I can confirm, I do want to include as the canonical weakness, I have an awful sense of direction So you know, I just kind of went in the forest and I kind of just got mad lost. You know, they don't really go like traditional pathways or any like map or signposts. So that was a little bit unfortunate. And that is when we get to the good old problem of and yeah, you know, okay, look, disclaimer for retreading my early part of the lore, I'm not a great writer, so yes, you can guess where we go with the cliche, the kind of cliche story beat of, oh my goodness, I wandered through the forest until you know, until it became nighttime. You know, it was dark. See, you can tell it's dark now because I changed the background from black to white. I don't know. Have a oh, that's a terrible looking crescent moon. Hold on. We can we can draw a better crescent moon than that. Trust, chat, trust. See, look, crescent moon. That is see, you totally know it's and this is where we get actually, you know, we're going back to reminiscent time. Do I have a relevant artwork piece here? Oh, this is gonna be hell to draw. I just know it. Cause yeah, hold on, we're flip flopping around. Wait, I literally wait. I would not have any saved images of it. Damn. Surely there's like one that can be easily searched up because I'm gonna need another reference image. So yeah, after you know, wandering around for so long in forest with no directions, thankfully, wouldn't you know it, inconspicuous stranger who was also just in the middle of the woods had friendly directions to give. Now let me just. Oh wait, no. Oh wait, we just paste it. Oh, so yeah, this is like one thing I'm always gonna like feel the I don't know, semi bragging right when it comes to like discussing my lore, is the fact of being lucky enough to be friends with a vampire VTuber who was like absolutely cool and on board with like taking part in the lore and you know being responsible for turning me into a vampire. And it's like you know sometimes you know the you know which homies have got your back. Like God, I always found that like really cool that like that it was like 100% behind my idea when because I remember thinking about it. Cause you know, edgy fuck that right. I've always been a fan of like gothic horror and you know other types of horror like Eldritch horror's another one. Basically, me just trying to like not talk about gothic horror and bring up Bloodborne for no fucking reason whatsoever. Oh god. I hate it. How I'm just like looking at Vicky's design and it's like, how the fuck am I supposed to draw this? Especially with like how crazy her hair gets. This is gonna be something. But yeah, let me like keep talking about the IRL lore. To kind of like wiggle. But yeah, no, that was like something I always thought was like really cool because I always remember there was that kind of I'm not so sure how to word it. Like there's always the kind of like uh you know feeling of I felt I was like no cramping on to like the style and territory because it's like you know I don't know, there's always that worry, that fear I had. It's like, well, yeah, it's cool to ask, but it's like, oh yeah, what if the my friend like thinks that I'm trying to like steal their thunder or cramp on their style, and that was like a little minor concern I had. But obviously, I wanted to ask anyway because I thought it would be really cool for the lore to be like a vampire VTuber that was like canonically turned by another vampire VTuber. And she was like I said, 100% behind the idea, and she was very encouraging of it as well because I remember she said that she felt that like there wasn't enough vampire VTubers out in the world, which I don't know. In my time I've bumped into quite a few. Like, I mean, if you look at V-Fright alone, we are a group of 7 and 3 of the members are vampires. But like, I don't know, not the most accurate thing. A bit of imposter, that's the term I was looking for. Yeah, there was kind of like that worry and feel of imposter syndrome. Because I remember I was so like, honestly, I've been kind of surprised there really aren't that many. Most are like YouTubers, and yeah, there are definitely a lot of like I'll just say I've definitely seen my fair share of vampire VTubers even before I became a vampire VTuber myself. But I looked around because I'm like, you look up VTubers as things you like or things that you think are cool, as well as like looking for the series. Like I remember when I first met Vicky, it was through a Monster Hunter collab. And I won't lie, like, I see like Big Titty Vampire and I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool. I dig the vampire design. And then I see like a really funny person like swinging their hammer around doing really stupid shit. And I'm like, okay, who, right, because, I'm Hammerman myself, so I'm like, okay, who's the fellow silly hammer player? I want to, like, make sure I'm following them. And that also turned out to be Vicky, and it's like, okay, that's cool. If they're a silly hammerman and a vampire, that's, like, 2 reasons to, like, follow them. And then, that's how I went down that rabbit hole. Of, like, first meeting them, and then, eventually there was, like, just the friendship grew from there. And it's a really funny one because yeah, it's so funny when I think about like VTuber stuff and connections, and it's like I do gotta like thank Vicky for a lot of stuff because a lot of like my first initial connections came via Vicky. Like that was how I first met Nep. In fact, I think you'll find this funny, Vice, because I know you're familiar with the game. I actually met Nep through 100% Orange Juice. Because it was literally, I don't actually know, I think I'd seen it before, like via maybe like a stream in passing. Because I know that I had known of Nep's existence, but not really him as a person. And then what happened was, me and Vicky like did a 100% Orange Juice collab, just do some like funny menacing shenanigans. And then it was Nep. Obviously, because he was a friend of his at the time. He mentioned like, oh, hey, fan of this game, can I join you? And it's like, okay, cool, that's fine. and it was so funny because it was after the end of that collab, you know, Vita had to like bounce and go like ASAP. Oh, so that kind of just like left me and Neff alone. Such a fire game. It is. I need to go back to that. Is this when you got on break? Yo, my man knows the terminology. Yo, so peak. Sorry, you can see, you can tell I'm a fanboy for like VTM when I just like pop like fucking like pop off at the references. Yeah, and it's so funny because I was actually talking to some people before. I think you were actually one of the people, Jovens, of how it's such a, I think VTM's such a funny thing for me, and it kind of like you know, it's like the expose for the kind of like, you know, vampire hyperfixation would be the kindest way to put it. Because I know a lot about VTM from a lore standpoint, because I think it is one of the best sources of like vampire lore out there. I really love how they done the writing, and I did take their like consideration when I was doing the lore writing. And what happened, and what makes it so interesting, right? Knowing the lore, very interested in it, so I know a lot about it. Never played the game. I know, it's like, I know Bloodlines, it's the cult classic, it's so good, and I really am, like, 2026, I'm definitely gonna play it. But the problem is, I think it would be a lot of fun to do my first playthrough as like a stream, because, you know, it doesn't really get more thematically fitting than that. Oh, is it, God, what am I doing to her arms? Like, they're looking so fucking lanky, like, I'm turning her into a fucking, like, creepypasta, like, cryptid. Like, if we were going down to the, oh God, it's like, you know, the outcome memories rub off on where we're going down, like, Sonic creepypasta. Like, am I gonna draw, like, fucking, like, EXE? Unleash find my pain, you're slender bit. Yeah, God, this is the legacy I'm gonna leave in people's mind about Bitty. It's just the motherfucking pages vampire. Oh, that is so bad. This is so butchered. Oh my God. You know, sure, we get those like the bit of thigh shown and then the red shoes. Nice stylistic choice, but will still forever be my least favourite Lovecore pab. No, fuck red. Yeah, I know. How can I make this about red shoes and how much I hate them? Oh God, I didn't even give her a second hand. I just like left her with one hand. Like, what the fuck? Bro. Yeah, I'm the world's most disrespectful fledgling. I drew my sire with one hand. I gave her the arm at least. Oh my goodness. Yeah, like, and you, oh my God, the fangs are so dopey looking. Oh, what have I done? Oh, everybody I'm gonna draw today in this stream is gonna get so horribly butchered. Yeah, yeah, There you go. So yeah, I saw the inconspicuous like goth woman in the forest, and she was like, collect my pages, and I was like, huh, I don't really know what Lass is talking about, but like I don't think pages are really in a forest. She might be a little crazy. No, okay, no. Real lore time. Gotta get back in the series, but see now I'm just like thinking of like Sonic EXE now, the way that Momo treats the joke, just the like yelling, play my game. Oh, um, I'm the worst fledgling ever. By the way, I'm like butchering my I'm butchering like my sire's legacy. uh, Me holding my head in shame if Betty ever returns to streaming, and like the first reaction she gets is someone being like, "Hey, I know you ain't you the fucking pages vampire. Bring me game." Oh no! Oh no! Oh god, that's oh boy. Uh oh boy. Right. Okay, right. Let me calm down and go back to proper like lore story. Sorry, you should have never expected proper lore. Story. Yeah, I'm not. You know what? You've heard of the trope on the unreliable narrator. Um, Now get ready for the trope of the silly narrator. Yo, okay, why is it unironically kind of good though? Oh, I like that. See, I don't know, that's got a pretty good drawing. You know, compared to... What the fuck have I done to... Oh, poor Betty, dude. But, yeah, anyway, no, but anyway, this woman claimed that she could help show directions to the castle, and I was like, you know what, I'll just take any help I can get. I'm tired. I just want to get the job done. Don't matter if it's night. I'll fight that vampire in a honest, you know, in a good honest brawl. So after the traveling, eventually we reached the castle, and that is when the gasp shock horror, you know, Vicky reveals herself that she was the vampire and I've been lured in. So yeah, you know, now actually, hold on, cam music doesn't fit this part of the lore. We need to hold on. I know exactly what music we need for this moment. Oh my Runa fans are gonna love where I go with this. Hold on, because we've got this music like on standby. Oh, that's louder than I expected. The PNGs that are yo nice. But yeah, so you know, she revealed herself as the vampire, and it's like, grr, right, it's like, grr, put the angry eyebrows on me, right? It's like, grr, I got to fight now, cause that's my enemy in front of me. So, you know, I wasn't wasting no time, so I was like, yo, fuck you, here's my hold on. We'll really like portray this well with the art skills trust. So I was like, fuck, here's my giant fucking fist attack where I have like a million fingers in my hand for whatever reason. Uh, and it's like, my... Hold on. And it's like, my back fucking punch attack. Rah! Right? But what happened was, we did what we in the business call, I whiffed the punch. What a great time for the phase 2 transition. And, you know, because my dumbass is whiffing, you know, Vitty gets to, like, dodge with ease. And, you know, cause, you know, when you whiff, you're kinda left wide open, as that fighting game logic would show. So, you know, I kinda got command grabbed, chat. And, you know, that's when Vitty does her, like, vampire stuff with the chomp, 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 chomp on the neck. The neck that you totally can't see here, because I didn't really draw a neck on this, like, stubby ass model. The battle with a blood fiend over page. Yeah, like, like, hold on. We got a kinda, yeah, like, the vibe kinda be, hold on, I can do something really funny here, because I have a spontaneous, like, idea. We just like searching around as we get to like the most climatic bit of the music. Yeah, so like the vibe kind of be like you know, yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, we bring a kind of low roll blunt attack to the 4-hit giant fucking Bloodfiend Nook skill that I didn't quite enjoy. Yes, even in an innocent art stream I have to find a way to bring fucking like Project Moon Broom Rot into this. So, yeah, you know, that was me, you know, little buddy lost the clash and got his ass beat. And not just in the quote retweets, just like ass beat, you know, overall, that was it, GG's game was over. Also, this was in the castle, why the fuck have I got like the forest background? Yeah, let's, I came very prepared for this chat, please believe me. I mean, we can just, like, turn shade black and it'll look like natural backgrounds. But... Oh. Oh, boy. Like, it's not the best prepared stream, but, like... it's working, question mark? I don't know. Like, as long as people are being, like, entertained, I suppose I'm doing something right. Uh, right, hold on, we need more music. Um, wait, are you music or a sound clip? Oh, you know, you're a, you know what you'll do? Uh, Funny Eldridge art makes music that I just have in my pocket. Don't worry about it. You, you, wait, Hoy, you, you woods boy, give me a pager. You're getting. Duh, okay, so I'm just demoted to being the woods boy now. Okay, that yeah. Uh yeah, they called me woods boy as a mortal because I was always like lost in these damn fucking forests. Uh, oh boy, but yeah, so you know, after losing the fight and having to hold the biggest L. You know, I ended up being a prisoner in the dungeon. And you know, it kind of sucked. You know, wouldn't recommend it, but you know, it be how it be. And then that's when I get hit with the proposition of like, hey, hold on, let's like move along a bit, and it's like, hey, proposition for you. You left your punch, but it was probably gonna be a big one. Uh, when become a thrall. And I'm just like, uh, you know, like, you know what? Fuck it, sure. Now, for those of you who aren't as up to scratch on the vampire lore, so we can all be equal, a thrall is basically what happens if a human drinks a vampire's blood. See, if you know the human is still alive and has their human blood in them, and then you know you mix in the vampire blood, you get a power up, you know, extra, you know, more agility, extra strength, and some regeneration. It's all a nice bunch of buffs. I don't know where the fuck that like fucked up pronunciation came from. Use a pint of blood or you're getting thrown. uh, yeah, so you know, you just chug the blood and get all the buffs. The downside of thralldom, or debatable downside, depending on who you ask, is the vampire's blood that you drink gets you know that like kind of like hypnotic control over you, so it's like you're forced into thralldom. Uh, but you know it's alright because you know, canonical fact that he believes in human rights, so she's like you know, good mistress, good sire, somewhere on the better side of the like morality chart, probably. So there I was, you know, trusted new top thrall, whose job was to like, you know, beat up funny like vampire hunters who would come, you know, just fucking toss him around, beat him up. GG's easy, and you know what? You get to stay in the castle within its halls as its trusted guard. What's not to like? Oh shit! Fuck! Too much blue. Uh. Right. Hold on. How to do this? You know, we'll take it. You know, fuck it. We're taking a screenshot just in case I need stuff for later. Um. Right. So eventually, this is where we get to like the interesting develop. Well, quote unquote. I don't know. I have to call it an interesting development. So now we get to the part of the lore. Hold on. Where I don't know how to. Alright. Okay, where are lines not? Hold on. Yeah, I'm lazy and don't want to redraw. If I just like draw some, it's gonna look wonky as shit, but oh my god. Right, where does... You know, fuck it, we're keeping a black background, right? Y'all are just gonna have to, like, use an extra bit of your imagination, so, like, just imagine that our current scene here is, like, in the middle of the day, right? Please believe it's the middle of the day. We are going to draw, the sun. Look, it's lines of heat, guys, like, it fucking... coming from that fuck-ass ball of fire that I hate. Right, so there you go. There's your sun. Very believable daytime, right? And we unfortunately had a bunch of unpleasant visitors through. Music suddenly cutting off? Okay, that's an odd place for it to cut off. Yeah, I can't be bothered, right? Because, you know, we got a visit from a large group of vampire hunters who all, like, came together to storm the castle. And you know, I'm mean and hateful towards these, like, stinking hunters, so like they don't get any detail. They're literally getting the stickman treatment. You know, they were like fucking built like twigs anyway. I always said that. I'm like, you know, I said it to him and I was like, oh my god, it's a bunch of fucking stick folk. It's like, oi yo, your time's better spent in the woods. Go find the fucking pages. And you know, I'm so mean. I'm not even gonna bother drawing their faces, but you know, I'll draw. To a horrible attempt, we're gonna draw their weapons. look at their dumb noodly looking swords, like so thin and dumb and noodly, fucking stupid. Heavenly Unleashed Buster. I mean, with this goddamn like bodybuild, hell yeah, you know that the case. And you know what? They all didn't have swords. You know, some of them came like you know, they were. Hold on. You know, they were packing bows. Okay, why have I just drawn off a fucking circle? That's not how a bow works. There you go, accurately drawn bow. We can show this to a pro archer like Cafe and he would be like 10 out of 10, perfectly drawn bow. Absolutely. Yeah, let's draw. You know, it would make more sense if more of the people in the back had the bows, but fuck it, we just be drawing random weapons on random folk. You know, what does it matter? It's so lifelike, yeah, you think of it, you could imagine the arrow coming out of the screen any moment now. Yeah. And I guess the guy up front, like, he was ready to square up. He had sort of a wonky handle. I don't know why his handle was wonky. It's like, bro, you should have got that fixed before you came on the hunt, but like, whatever. Um, but yeah, as Joe said, it's like, okay, there was a large group of them. And unfortunately, they decided to bring some holy water to, like, dip in their weapons and also, like, get the holy blessing on their weapons, come with the elemental type advantage. Because the unfortunate thing with being a thrall is, while all the buffs are nice, unfortunately, due to vampiric blood flowing through your body, you do kind of share the weakness to, like, holy power things. But I'm like, fuck you. I, like, went up to the guy, like, I put my hand on his head, and then, I'm like, rah, bam, slam. And then all the guys went flying back, right? The unleash buster. But yeah, so we be curb storm before, they get fucking yoinked. GG's easy, but like they kept coming, and also there were archers like in the trees. I haven't drawn any trees, but yeah, let's draw a tree that's hopefully not too phallic looking this time. Yeah, don't ask why this one tree here is just like off in the side. I don't know, it was like a branch or something. I don't know. Yeah, you're your imagination. I'm certainly not. Yeah, and then we got to draw the little. How do you draw someone like firing an arrow from a bow and arrow? This is gonna look so horrible. And then get the actual arrow itself. Look, I definitely never promised to create weapon drawings. Powerful. Someone nerfed this guy. Nah, I'm only gonna get more buffed as the story goes on. But yeah, unfortunately, while I was like curve stomping all the hunters, the archers, they do their zone, fucking zoners, getting their shots in, and lucky hits in from the people slashing. Eventually, it wears a fella down no matter how strong. And eventually, even your our cool Chad pro tag here, can bleed. Cause just like in fighting games, I'm weak to zoners. Like yeah, let me. Let me do. It's like. Okay, wait, we got an arrow, and we hear. I don't know why it's so. Okay, that apparently that's just a whole ass fucking harpoon that got put in, not just a little arrow. And like right here, and you one even tore up my fucking cloak, and that's just like the emotional damage. And then obviously, right, we gotta have the arrow to the knee. And in the chest. I forgot my blood offering. That's fine. There's no like time requirement for them. It's all good, timeless. But thank you for it anyway. but yeah, very hurt, very badly beaten, and obviously keep in mind holy blessing, so that's a lot of like holiness like plugged into the funny throw boy. Um, so you know, then I just like slowly fucking crawled, you know, my way back to the castle. Right, no more daylight activity under the lore, so like let's get rid of that fucking sun that I hate. And so yeah, you know, after a giant ass fight, you know, taking a you know, like, oh, that large group of vampire hunters. You know, yeah, like all the arrows were pulled out of me. I was put to bed, you know, get that R&R. But the regeneration, you know, that holiness, it wasn't quite working in. You know, poor Thrall was probably gonna die. Uh, and you know, that was when Vicky made this decision. She's like, hey, we ain't losing a throw this good, right? Because you know I was kind of a top tier throw, you know, employee of the month type type sheet. So but it was like, hey, gonna fucking slurp up all of this Moses blood, take all the human blood out, and then we're gonna like just put a ton of the vampiric blood in him to turn him into a vampire. Now, no more mortal unleashed. We're gonna like just toss that design away. Why is there green? I don't want green. I don't want green in my lore. Get it out. Ah! There was no green. There was no grass to touch in this section of the lore. And now this is where we go, like, actually back to memory lane, because even, you know, as a vampire, we've been through a few different designs. So, you know, at first, wait, hold on. Surely I kept this as a reference image if I kept like the super old ones. Oh boy, oh god, it's so fucking big. So, yeah, you know, we had the first iteration, like, oh, oh god, this fucking takes me back. You know, good old, like, 2024. You know, big rebrand. And you know, I guess to step away from the lore moment and do, like, general reflections, since, you know, that's just kind of been the thing. It's like, yeah, when, you know, I first stepped into the world of Vampire V2, I definitely played it very safe with the design. You can see we definitely went a very like typical, you know, classical look, you know, the elegant, sophisticated creature. And it was fine, it was good. Like the artist, SMPP who worked on this, you know, he definitely did a fine up job. Though I won't lie, I'm glad I decided to get more adventurous with my design to get something more interesting, because I don't know, the sophisticated creature in night didn't really suit me. I felt like it worked, but when I kind of like got more comfortable of like my vibe and, you know, the energy I was going for to bring out. Obviously, you know, we go into redesign territory, and we only got better from here, because, you know, we've had, you know, Cornway came in, did a redesign. Then you've got Shiro Colossus, who, you know, was the maker of the very chibi model that you're seeing. Not that that's so much of a change, because, like, it's a chibi style, but it's still based on, like, Cormie's design, like, this iteration. And then we have Sally's design, which is coming along really nicely, and I think is somehow even better than what we currently have. And, like, Sally was just like, oh yeah, we were originally kind of thinking, like, oh, maybe do a little minor change, but we keep the design mostly the same. But then we started talking about some small changes we can make to the design for the new model. And then we talked and we had other ideas, and then other ideas led to other changes, and now we've got a really really neat design. I'll probably show that off later. I want to like get back on track and be like, oh, let's stick to a timeline. Um. So, yeah. Hold on. Because obviously I don't care if there's all these different designs. I will not escape. It is an art stream. We need to fucking art. So let's start with the OG like vampire design. No, hold on, let's try something like... Okay, actually, I'm making the head a bit big. I gotta remember, these are just like... little doodles. There we go. And then let me see. Oh. Oh my god, it's... You know, it's a little rough looking, but I think, like, the general, like... I think, like, the general... spirit of the design is, like, there. Oh my goodness, God, I can't see this shape up well. Oh my god, what am I doing? Fucking jelly bean looking. Oh my god. Oh wow, this is yeah, this is no, this is crazy. Like that there is an attempt. Oh my god, how the fuck are we supposed to do a rose? I just remembered that's right. The rose. I mean, this is kind of working. Oh my god. Uh, you know what, actually, that's alright, you know, we can keep going like this. Fucking, okay, you know what, sure, maybe we said just had, like, little dinky arms. You know, fucking, yeah, little gremlin dude, right? Fuck. What have I created? What absolute monstrosity, fucking little gremlin ass looking fucking thing. I hate it so much. But yeah, you know, newfound. You know, so there I was, a newfound little fledgling, you know, learning the ways of vampirism from his sire, and it was all fine and good. I was kind of vibing with this, like, oh, the blood loss and blood shed. A-okay, thumbs up. You know, I could vibe with this life. But unfortunately, the one problem is you know, Viti was a believer of, oh, you know, I'll absolutely take that Hydra and eat that. Oh, thank you, Timeless. But where was it? Oh yeah, so the problem is, you know, very very classical vampire believing in the proper, you know, traditional ways of doing stuff, like, oh, we have to remain elegant creatures. Oh, and you know, we stay in the castle and we lure our prey in. And you know, the more I thought about it, I'm like, yeah, this is too fancy and like, you kind of get the Scotsman to be like the elegant creature, and also it's like waiting for people to come to us and get lured in when we could go out there and be all like bloodthirsty and get fed. And I'm like, nah, I respect your hustle, but you know, in the words of Miles Morales, I'ma do my own thing. Wee, fucking off I go. You know. I was raised, and then I went off into my own. And the first thing I did was, I'm like, alright, we gotta get new drip, right? Because I ain't the elegant creature, I ain't gonna be fancy hoity-toity. So now, oh boy, how the fuck am I gonna draw this? Because now we get to the current design. Isn't there a full body version? Hold on. Oh god, whoa, I forgot I had that edited version. Oh my god, that's a accidental misclick. What a fucking jump scare. Yeah, here's the one we wanted. So yeah, you know, I you know, modified the drip for more like out there, you know, reckless, you know, adventuring, you know, spilling the blood. You know, maybe we got the unintentional red dyeing from how much blood was shed. You know, it happens. sometimes you just go to get a little, you know, meal, and then the things get like awfully messy. Kind of be like that. So, let me see. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if it's a, you know, I think you can take this as a compliment, Vice, if you're still here, that I'm actually looking at the doodle you decided to do. Because I want to use this as inspiration of like how to tackle this design. Actually, you know, I need to save this image and put it in my art folder. Because it's like, you know, it was made with genuine love, care, and passion. Actually, hold on. Oh, I actually want to share this because, you know, it might just be a basic little doodle, but you know, I like it. Look how happy, look at how joyous he is. No, put that like up here for an attempted reference. So we've had this one on for quite a while. I think we can switch. God, I never downloaded the Ridge Racer 4OS T that I use on my YouTube playlist. I need to snag that because that game unironically has some, like, it has a peak OST. Like, I need it. Oh boy. Yo, the 5-street, thanks, Jovens. Time to cause some exactly, that's the mentality I had, you know. I was like, you know, it's time to like cause a bit of chaos, you know. If I'm like this funny immortal creature, why waste it away being like, yeah, I'm going to dwell in the castle when I can like get out there and you know, do funny things with all this like newfound like funny undead power. Like I'm not gonna sit on it. I'm gonna make use of it. Hell yeah. You know, I'm looking through what have I not played in the list yet, and it's like, you know, this'll, yeah, this'll work for the shenanigans energy. Yeah, like, yeah, I'm getting myself out there to do some shenanigans and chaos. Me using my newfound immortality to play more video games. I mean, if you've got all of eternity, like, surely with all of eternity, someone could like get through even the biggest of backlogs. Which, like, God, like, man, I feel that could be really funny. I imagine you get like some like hunter coming in. It's like, undead fiend, I'm putting your evil machinations to rest. And then, you know, I just turn around and it's like, bro, I'm just trying. I don't know. Like, bro, I'm just trying to like play all Final Fantasy games. Like, we got 16 mainline games and a fuck ton of spin-offs. Like, I'm gonna need the hours to clock in here. Do you mind? Like, all I can say is that it would be a pretty peak series. Like, it's something I've thought about doing is like, you know, get more games under my belt because I've played most of them. Because the ones that let me think, the ones that I've played and finished, because like I haven't played 1 but I actually would like to give that a try at some point. 2 I never finished, but I hate 2 and I never do want to finish it. 3 I've completed, 4 I've completed, 5, 6, 7 all completed. I haven't played 8, and I hear a lot of mixed opinions on 8, and I do want to play that at some point. Final Fantasy 9 is fucking peak classic RPG. 10 with the fucking numbers. 10 was also a really good one. 10 was actually how I got into the series. 11's the outdated like old MMO, so I can't play that. 12 I've played. I've played the 13 trilogy. 14 I've now got under my belt. 15, and I still need to play 16. I really want it. 16 looks cool. So yeah, it's really like 1, 2, 8, and 16 I need to play. Huh? I'm actually not that far off. But then spin-offs are a whole nother ball game. Like, there's so many of them. I've played a few. I mean, there's some good ones. But I digress. This is about art and lore. This isn't supposed to be me like reminiscing about Final Fantasy. I won't lie though, it has been a thought, because that's something I've had under consideration for the stream, like, plans, like, not even the newer Final Fantasies or anything. It's just like, hey, I want to take some Final Fantasy games I love and stream them just to shove them in everyone's face. Like, I need... Like, I need people to know how much I'd watch it. Oh yeah, I mean, you're the homie though. I believe you'd watch, like, almost any wacky thing I, like, threw out. Because you're just the best like that. But... yeah, I would, like, shove so much shit. Like... people would need to know how much I love Final Fantasy like 9 and 6 and 10 and how great they are. But also it's like, oh, they're such big games. Maybe 9 and 6 not so much. Because I think, yeah, I can beat them in like a few hours. Like, that wouldn't take too long. Maybe like a month worth of streams would probably do it. It's also funny that 6 and 9 are two of my favourites, and they're also like two games where almost everyone in their cast can become a broken character. And you can just like snap the game into difficulty wise. But no, I think... I don't know, I need to figure out how to stream VTM, because it is like the fussiest thing to get working with stream software. And apparently it's not a unique thing to me, apparently that's just a very common issue people have with the game. Because I want to treat VTM as a priority, but also I've got other things, like, I know I've promised spoken Insurgents to people, and it's like, I'll stream that, you know, see how the kind of feedback goes, see how people feels, and then we'll see how much we prioritise it from there. I know Dark Souls is another one I'm considering, but that's literally just because it's like, in Dark Souls 3, I've caught up to where me and Sally played up to together, and it's like, I'm sure it would be fun to watch me play it alone. I just don't know if I want to stream my first Dark Souls 3 playthrough entirely, or just do it in my own time. And that's kind of like the inner debate I've got about Dark Souls 3, whether I want to stream that or not. Because like, there's so many games, like, there's just too many games that I want to play and stream and shove in people's faces. Because I think it would just be a lot of fun. Nah, right, hold on. I think we've got to like start from scratch with this. I think I've done it wrong. Right. Let's try this again. No, don't like that shape. And then... yeah, let's get like a brighter background at least, like... Getting a little dull to see stuff. Right. And then we've got like the little streaks of red. Which I love, because that's also being incorporated into the new design quite a bit, and I'm so happy about that. Like, you're gonna see a lot more of that. If I actually, I did show this, I think I showed it like a stream or two ago, but just for people who didn't see that. Because I'm sorry, I like sillies art too much and I need to like shove it in people's faces. Oh, where the fuck is that? Have I not actually got it saved where I thought it would be? Oh fuck, where is it actually? Have I actually misplaced peak art? Ain't no way. Oh wait, no, found it, we're fine. Mandatory Dark Souls 1 recommendation? You know, if I end up enjoying the 3, I might hop back and do 1. And then I guess at some point go to 2 as well. Just do the whole trilogy at some point. Oh, there we go, right, I was just being blind. But yeah, this... Oh, wait, oh, I think this one's actually, like, slightly outdated, because I think it's... Wait, hold on. Because I know, like, I think Sally made, like, 1 or 2 minor changes to it, but I might be wrong. No, I'm not wrong, because I know we had the, like, rings added, but... Oh no, right. Oh, right, I think we discussed that in VC via screen share, but I don't think I got... You know what, never mind then. Yeah, that's the most up-to-date thing I can share sending-wise. Never mind any other ramblings I just made. That is like secret in progress work. But so far, like... Oh yeah, Sally has absolutely been cooking with the new design. and I'm like really excited for when it's like done and then it's like prepared, ready, finished state. Right. Um, you know, fuck it, we got Nameo's Steam on hand. Why not? Let's get some Monster Hunter music in. Maybe that'll help me like lock in and actually get to doing this art. But Monster Hunter, yeah. I mean, you know me, I love my Monster Hunter. I can't go that far without it. Oh, is it your welcome back, Vice? Oh, is it? Oh, thank you for the worm. Oh yeah, we've got to get the little guys out. You know what? Brush in one hand, worm in the other. I'm so prepared for cozy art vibe time. uh. But I have an audio jump there? Like, that's not how Nameo's theme goes. Bro, my vibes were thrown off because I sensed a jump in Nameo's theme. uh... Oh god, Vice, you were away. But yeah, I hope you don't mind, Vice. I ended up like a little bit earlier. I was showing off the doodle that you DM'd me because I actually like really liked it and wanted to like share it. Uh, uh, oh my god, my cursor's going all over the place. I like how it's like kept the solid design up, even though I'm probably not gonna draw this since it is still in its like rough drafts phase. Which yeah, because I don't know if you actually got to see this, Vice, but yeah, this is image here. To the right. Yeah, this is what the new design is currently shaping up to look like. That will be used for the new model that Sally's been working on. But yeah, yeah. Let me scroll over to my. I mean, yeah, I'm picturing the face like horribly. Look at this fucking dingus. Yeah, there we go. Get you know, get the fangs drawn. Oh, look like such a goober. Yeah, we can probably like go a bit more on the hair. You know, because oh wait, that looks like a pigtail now. That's not quite right. Oh so god, just listen to Nameo's theme. It's like I miss the funny toaster bath dragon. Okay, I feel I'm not really doing myself any justice here, but brother. You know what? Like, you know, even vampires can have like a little bit of a case of the bedhead too. again, you know, similar to like what we did before for the cloak. But now it's got the rose on it, but you know, we didn't have to by the time of the rose last time we had to draw it. That and the... Oh wait, no, because this time it's the white. Yeah, the white and black, the eye Joe, which God, that was like just a small detail that I wasn't even the one that came up with that. I think that was actually Sen PP who came up with that design aspect, the eye Joe. And I'm so glad that that's been a design aspect that's been carried over, because I've always loved it. The eye shape Joe for the bat, that's always been like a really cool, unique touch. Always loved that. Dubious little creature, yeah. Oh my god, there's so much to this design. It's like, bro, how is a little humble Novosaurus like me supposed to tackle that? Right, I mean, one step at a time, I guess, is the answer. Oh. Oh, and even though it was a weird call from man, what was happening with this, like, Namiel audio track? Right, and then we have... I guess the arms would be the next point. Which, oh god. I mean, do we go with the same direction as last time, where there's like big body, tiny ass legs? Yeah, fucking stubby arms, colour them in. And then, you know, we got the blood covered hands, so go fucking me claw shaped mittens, I guess. Like, what the fuck? I don't know, like, we really are just embracing Waldstein vibes of this one. Oh my god. You know, fuck it, maybe I just embrace it. Maybe I'm like, yeah, fuck it, Waldstein mode, just tiny legs again. Oh god, it could be so much better. Maybe, probably. Oh, and of course the rest of the cape. Yeah, it's got more crazy flow to it, because I'm just that much of a crazy fucking bozo. So yeah, you know, I travel around, going from different location to different location. See, if you never stay in the one place too long, it's hard for like dedicated hunters to like pin you down. And I got secret, you know, hidden vampire lairs like all over the place that I have to keep secret, or else the haters will sabotage and attempt to hunt. And of course, you know, through my travels of... Oh my god, Kira, the whole care package, thank you. And yeah, you know, throughout the lore, you know, that's how we eventually met Betty. You know, this chunky little bat that just kind of vibed with the like my chaotic antics and had no home, and I'm like, get adopted, bozo. But yeah, how you doing, Kira? I hope you're doing well, and welcome to this uh I guess you could call it an art stream, but yeah. I'm just like yapping about slightly extended lore and the current lore. While doing a terrible, terrible job trying to draw. Also, thank you for the blood offering advice. I mean, you know what? Actually, Kira, you'll be able to get to show you what you missed, because you'll be able to get a kick from this, because you were around back in the you know. You know, around like Vitty's community, and obviously you remember, you know, thanks to Vitty being an absolute homie, you know, she was like part of the lore, you know, the sire, the one that turned me. I'm just gonna say, if you think I'm bad, I want to share like what how we've interpreted poor Vitty nowadays. Oh. No, nobody gets away safe. Everyone is a victim in today's fucking like art stream. Oh boy. But yeah, anyway, Betty, the next one to get massacred. Which I don't need the reference for, but she's literally right there. Also, thank you for the secondary head part. Actually, hold on, I'm actually gonna import Betty just so I can make sure I match the colour. I should have the sprite reference for Betty here somewhere. There we go. So yeah, you know, it's you know, just adopt a little chunky bat. Now see, Betty, we can have the. No, let's not put her too close to me. Let's give her space to, you know, do her drawing. You know, let's give her that like snowman body type build. I guess, sure. See, Betty's got a much simpler design, so I feel like it's not gonna get massacred as badly. I think she'll be fine, chat. Mascot privilege, she can't be made too horrifically. Like, when has a mascot ever been horrifically butchered? Like, come on, chat. Right, hold on, I can do this. Give her the wee little oh, and our wee snoot. Wait, we can't forget the cute little bat snoot. And the little smile. Smile. With like, hold on. Oh my god, it don't look so good zoomed in, but and the singular little fang. And obviously, you know, she's got the Nyctophil like clan symbol or as a little pin. Cause you know, we it was totally on me, chat, by the way. I did arts and crafts for Betty to make her a little hairpin so that she could have the style and the drip and the representation of being associated with Madamas. Okay, that's one chunk cast swing. No. We got to treat the pin a bit more proper than that. Yeah. Speaking of bat wings, we need to actually draw her wings. Which she doesn't really use to flap or fly around because she likes just leaning and lazing around. But you know, she do how she do, you know. We don't fat shame. Okay, so she does a little bit sippy the blood and like funny little fruits that the bats like to eat. Like yeah, she chomps on fruit. You know, you ever seen the funny video chat of the bat like chewing on a banana? Just think of that as like Betty. That's how she be. Apparently she got swole because those are like some big ass wings. I think like she kind of grow. You know, she's got the potential improvement to grow like that. And her stupid little feet. I fucking love Stronghold Crusader. Wait, Stronghold Crusader? Oh, what time for the music to cut off? Oh, wait. Stronghold Crusader? Wait, why is that name not ringing a bell? Should I know what that is? Anyway, no, actually, no. Not the music I wanted. RTS game? Ah, right, that might explain why I've never actually heard of it before. Aww. You know what? I think the beta translation actually didn't come out all too bad. I think she was definitely the least massacred out of today's drone stream. Oh boy. Well, yeah, that came out pretty well. I'm missing a few details here and there, but quite well. Right, hold on. Let me actually check the time because it is. She's beautiful. I know. At least I was able to do someone justice. But to be fair, we did have a good lot of laughs along the way, and you know, a fun upbeat time. And you know, that's what it's all about, right? You know, we're here for a good time. Have our fun, have our shenanigans. You know, expand the lore. Who knows, like, you know, funny enough, like, maybe one day, I don't know, I was gonna make the joke of, like, oh, include V for the lore, like, oh, meeting up with other undead fellas, like, it is run by a fellow vampire, but maybe not. Oh, but you know what, it's all part of, like, going around being wacky, chaotic vampires, like, you get to meet all the different types of folks and faces, because you know sometimes a friendly connection don't hurt. You know, sometimes it's good to just vibe with people instead of going after their blood. Well, but we'll probably be wrapping up stream there because it is getting to that kind of time. Now the question becomes, who is raidable? Let's see. Okay, we've got two options. Grim is streaming. Grim is streaming, but I know he usually ends stream around 11. So If he's going on for a long stream, we might rate him actually. Uh. Oh yeah, no, he's doing like the wrap up talk on his stream, I think. We've got two options. Yeah, so I don't know. I would like to have a vote where we go. Oh yeah, one more one from the road. Right, so we can either raid Shima, who's currently playing Bloodborne. He's doing his first playthrough of the game currently. Or we've got Echo, who is currently doing Overwatch. I don't know if it's casual or like ranked grind. Now obviously, and I don't know. They're both like good friends of mine. Obviously, I do have a little bit of bias towards the Bloodborne, but I don't know. Like, I will let chat have their say. Bloodborne. Yeah. Hold on. Where's that one more worm from the road? Yeah. I was about to put in Raid Bloodborne. Fucking hell. Yeah, we'll go see what Funny Fish Boil, because I'm kind of curious how far he is into the game now, because he was making pretty good progress last I checked on him the other day. So yeah, there's the raid setup, there is the message, and I will see you all Friday for more Limbus Company, because the new content will be out by then, and we'll carry along with that. And I will see you all later. Thank you for coming, chat. I hope you have a good rest of your morning, day, evening, or night. Bye bye. Oh, is it? Oh, yeah. Thanks for correcting my spelling mistake, Kira.